Um,
Hello and welcome to the Unit of Prosperity Hangout this Monday night. We are so excited to have you here, and we have a lot of incredible things to share with you tonight. My name is Jennifer Glidden, and I am your co-host this evening along with Denver Dave Farad, and there we go. We are just thrilled to be sharing these things with you tonight because what we're going to share with you tonight can change your life. A lot of us have been doing this for a few months now. Some people we have on the panel who are brand new. And so you're going to hear from people with all sorts of experience, and we're going to actually share with you what it is we sell on eBay. So without any further ado, I'm going to mention one thing, and that is if there are any incomes that we share with you tonight, maybe profits on certain items or things like that, don't take that as an income guarantee, right? Everyone's situation is different. Everyone's results are different. Everyone's listing different items. Those items sell at different times for different amounts. So there's no way that we could possibly guarantee you income. But please know that the stories that we're sharing here tonight are true, and they are an actual representation of things that you can also accomplish selling on eBay. So I have an incredible panel here tonight, and I would like to start by actually opening with Alicia's story. Alicia, welcome to the panel.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me. I'm very honored. I've never been on the Monday night hangout.
Absolutely. It's awesome to see you here tonight. And, you know, I saw your story earlier a few days ago, and it was really inspiring to me. Before we get into exactly some of the things that are really cool or profitable or weird that you've sold on eBay, can you tell us one of your latest successes?
All right. So one of my latest successes was actually an early birthday gift to myself. I bought myself a new car. For the first time ever, I actually went into a dealership and got a car that I wanted. I saw it online. I said, I have to have this car. I emailed the dealer and I was like, do not sell my car. And for the first time, I actually went in, got a new car, fully loaded. I mean, God has been absolutely amazing. Amazing. So that's what's been up lately. So very excited about that.
Awesome. Congratulations, Alicia. Now, tell us, what is one of the most memorable items that you've sold on eBay?
Um, Probably it's a specific birthday cake topper. And the reason why it's so memorable is because it cost me like $30 on Amazon and I sell it for $150. And I've sold it, it's kind of like all year round. It's not even season specific. And it's crazy. It blows my mind every time it sells because I'm like, people really want this for their kids. And if you have money and this is, you Google it and my item pops up and Johnny or Sarah wants it, guess what? They're going to get it. It doesn't matter how much it costs. So that's one of the biggest, most memorable items that I sell.
Wow, that is amazing.
It's crazy what people will buy, what people will spend money on.
Oh my goodness.
You're not
Wow.
bargain shopping. So, you see it, you like it, you buy it. And those are my best customers.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Man, that is awesome. Those are the kind of things you would never expect. So you're making like $100 profit or so on a cake topper, is that right?
Topper, a cake topper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you.
Now, are there any other special eBay items that you're selling right now that you'd like to share with us?
Um, there's also, it's weird. I recently sold a casket. It's not really a hot seller, but I sold a casket, and I figured that should be something that sells year-round, daily. So, I'm gonna play around with a few other things in that department, and that's something kind of cool that I'm selling. Not, not I like to think about it, but it sells.
Time out. Time out. Jen, I need Alicia to repeat that. I don't think you guys heard her say, first of all, that she done went and bought herself a new car. And you can see her glowing because she's so happy right now the way DS Domination has impacted her life. You can see it on her face. But wait a minute. You sold a casket on eBay?
A casket.
Wow. That's amazing. I just had to make sure I heard you correctly when you said you sold a casket on eBay. Okay.
Anything sells on eBay. I can't wait to start selling cars, man. Listen.
Oh, wow.
So, Alicia, you've had this incredible success here. You're making $100 profits on cake toppers. You're selling all sorts of things. How challenging was it for you to get into this drop shipping business on eBay?
It wasn't really hard at all. I mean, I've never had experience selling on eBay. I had an eBay account. I bought one item on eBay with my account that I had, but it was really easy. I mean, I saw the video, and it really didn't take much convincing for me. I didn't really think about it. I mean, it was $19.95. So I was like, win or lose, it's a $20 investment, no big deal. And I saw the training videos, and it was really easy. It was like laid out step by step. I started December 14th. By December 15th, I made my first sale. I made my first 2 sales by December 15th. So I mean, it was really simple. It wasn't complicated.
Awesome. Congratulations. So if someone is watching right now, what would you encourage them to do?
Definitely get started. I mean, it's really a no-brainer. You make money at the pro level without a doubt. Like within the first 3 days. And I was burnt when I first joined because I was with another company that I had to recruit, and I wasn't making money doing. I was making money, but I was losing money when they would drop out because they weren't making money. So I was burnt when I first started DSD. I didn't want to tell anybody about it. Like, I started selling on eBay, and I was itching to start posting on Facebook, but I was like, I just finished promoting this last company. I'm not about to have people like, okay, she's confused with her life right now. You know what I mean? So I was really skeptical about promoting it. But after I started selling on eBay, it was around Christmas time, I was like, look, I'm going to start pushing this out there because there's so many people that can benefit from it. So if you're on the fence right now, it really is a no-brainer. Join. If I can do it, there's absolutely no reason why anybody else can't do it and be successful with it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alicia, for coming out and sharing your story, and much continued success with this holiday season coming up.
Thank you. I actually just resigned from my job as a teacher in June. So I'm full-time right now. I'm full-time DSD, full steam ahead.
You bought a new car and you quit your job?
I quit my job in June. I quit my job in June. Yes. I miss my kids, but I love the time that I spend with my own. So,
Wow, congratulations. Another job opening. Wow.
You see why she's smiling so much? That's awesome, Alicia. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Wow. Yeah, much continued success to you, Alicia.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Bruce, you want to come on out and share with us?
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Bruce, how's it going?
Great, how are you?
Doing awesome. So tell us a little bit about your most memorable eBay sale.
Well, probably one of the most profitable because I own another business and I buy everything at wholesale in bulk. This is an easy one for me. I sell snack food jerky basically, and it's all exotic flavors. So I sell everything from kangaroo and alligator jerky and a variety of others. So I just simply take a picture of it, put it on eBay, and it sells. I mean, that's a simple one. Probably the most crazy one, I guess, that I was. It certainly wasn't a casket, but I've actually sold boxes of sand on eBay.
Wow. Who would have guessed?
Boxes of sand. They're about yay big by yay big. Okay, and I mean, I can't wrap my head around it yet, but they sell.
Wow. Maybe for craft purposes or something.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I remember playing in the sand when I was a kid, but I would never imagine putting it in a box and selling it. So, you know, and it sells not only on eBay, but it sells on Amazon through Genesis too. So it's pretty wild.
Wow, very cool. So, are there any tips that you would share with people who are watching tonight and thinking about just jumping in and joining, getting started, going through the training, and listing their first items?
The main thing is obviously getting started. I mean, I started the same place most of us did, you know, with $20, and this simply made a small investment. I wasn't looking for a business when I saw this one. It was because I saw my sponsor and friend of mine, you know, that I know through a veterans organization that we both work with, and we talked about it. You know, I kept seeing her posting things on Facebook, and so it enticed me to ask her. I was curious, and the rest is history. 4 days later, I had, and your results will vary, but I had $400 in sales the first Saturday morning that I was doing this, sitting there in a shorts t-shirt. You know, my wife was, you know, irritated because I was, I don't know, probably bothering her TV time or something. I was sitting there with the laptop out in the living room, and it kept chinging, you know, my phone did. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I just started another business." And she's like, "Oh, okay." You know, she never knows what to expect from me, so that's just one more crazy thing I do. But now she realizes how valuable that decision was, and you know, is supportive of me, and we're working it together now, which is really fun. And you know, because of the training, I mean, the training is very simple, step by step. I mean, just prior to me starting in this business, I mean, I had an eBay account, but I really never did anything with it other than look around. I think I may have bought one thing. Just prior to that, I actually still had a flip phone. Now I have a smartphone that I use all the time, but you know, so you don't have to be this tech-savvy person. You know, you can be definitely behind the times and come in. Just take it step by step. And just, you know, if you need to watch a video or watch the training again and again, like I did, I kind of have a thick head. So, you know, I just kept watching it, and eventually it sunk in, and the rest is history.
Awesome, Bruce. Thank you so much for sharing. So, in terms of what you see for the holiday season, what are you expecting?
Well, sales are already picking up. I mean, they're definitely on an upswing. You know, I've really rededicated myself back to the Genesis side is fun, or the Amazon side, and that side obviously is going to rock and roll, as we all know. But I rededicated myself back to the eBay side. I kind of toyed with it a little while and really hadn't done anything with it for probably a couple of months. I'll admit that. Just in the last, since yesterday, I put up 30 listings, and I'm going to crank, you know, 10, 15 listings, whatever, out every single day, or as much as I can, as time permits, with my other business and other things, and you know, just make it happen, because people will, you know, if something's in the store, just as like our eBay account is a store online, it's not an eBay store, but it's a place they can buy things. I'll say it that way. If we have things for them to buy, they will buy things. So that's really what it comes down to. So I'm going to have a lot of things for them, a lot of flashy little things, and even a Christmas wreath that I listed today. So if they're out there, you know, as they say, you know, if we build it, they will come.
Awesome. So you are ready for the holiday shopping season to begin.
Ho, 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 all the way to the bank.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bruce.
You're You're welcome, Jeff.
All right, Christopher, do you want to come on out and share with us?
Hello, everyone. Hello. How are everybody doing?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good today so far.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great to see you here. So tell us, what is your most memorable eBay sale so far?
Actually, my most memorable eBay sale is I sold a swing set. That got actually my price was $4.99, but I sold it for about $1,100.
Wow.
So that was one of my memorable. Now my best selling item is actually something I use in my personal life is a cane, and that sells like 2 or 3 times a week. It used to sell 2 or 3 times a week, but now it's like 2 to 4 times a week it sells. So it's a pretty good item to sell, which was interesting because it's something I use myself.
Awesome. Now, I see you've labeled yourself the Hotcakes King. Do you want to tell us a little more about that?
Well, during the I came in I guess around the end of October, the beginning of November, and I made my first sale in 4 days. Okay, when I made my first sale in 4 days, I immediately became an affiliate. But that's not the Hotcakes King situation. I listed, like I said, I listed a couple things like the cane. The cane was selling at least 2 or 3 times, like every 2 days. So I worked in the restaurant business, House of Pancakes. So I was labeled by some friends as the Hotcakes King because every time you saw something on Facebook, it was always a cha-ching, another cha-ching, another cha-ching. So yes, that's how I got the label Hotcakes King. And yeah, my daughter got me this beautiful crown to wear tonight. So, but yeah, this business is. I first came into this business because I was in another opportunity, and what I wanted was something for someone to actually make some money to put into this opportunity. But when I saw that it was so well, I've done eBay before, but not on this type of scale. But once I saw that it was scalable, and then my team members were starting to make money, and they were like, okay, we're going to do this instead of this other opportunity. I saw that this was something that was like amazing to do. So then I just started to go full swing in December. Actually, the middle of December. Actually, my sponsor, Valerie Mason, she said, you just need to go hard. So that's what I just started to go hard. And Christmas was, I mean, this time is the best time to get in. Because like I started in November, and it was amazing the income that I made for just December alone. It was just astronomical. So I can't wait to see what happens this November and this December. So
Awesome, Christopher. Yeah, I can identify with your situation there at the end of last year, and this business has changed the game for so many people who, like you're talking about, were in other opportunities and just not making the money that they wanted to make. Like Alicia, you know, she was bringing in team members, but then they weren't able to recruit, so it stopped there. You know, it wasn't 3 who get 3 who get 3 who get 3 till eternity. It was maybe you might be able to recruit somebody or a couple people, but then they weren't able to duplicate that success. So here, you know, we can just sell on eBay, and then the recruiting, if people want to be affiliates, that takes care of itself because you're cha-chinging all day, right?
oh yes, I'm loving it. Yeah, I mean that's the main important thing to me, that you can do this separate. You can do this on your own and make money, and you don't have to. Because some people don't want to recruit. Some people just like to, just like a job, go to a job and come home. They want to make their money and then come home and enjoy it, and that's something you can do here. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to be an affiliate, but you still can make a great amount of money. Because just on the eBay side, in December, I've made almost double what I made in my regular job, and
Wow.
that's in profit.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah, what we've got here is an opportunity that when people click the button and join, it's life-changing if you commit to it and are consistent with it. You know, you can pay $20, but if you don't go through the training or you don't list items, it's not going to make you any money. But when you go through the training and you list items and you just stick with it, I think that I personally have been amazed by the results, and a lot of people on this panel would share that sentiment. So,
I got another thing to say also is that the group that we're with the Unit of Prosperity, I have a team member that came in, and she just loves the warmth and the family lifestyle that the group gives to everyone. So I mean, it's just not just the eBay side and not just the selling side. It's also the group itself within the Unit of Prosperity that it's a blessing for some people within the group. So,
awesome.
But thank you for having me though. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us and sharing, Christopher. And I agree, the Unit of Prosperity makes all the difference. My personal experience has definitely gone along with that too. So thank you so much, and much continued success this holiday season for you, Christopher. All right, Clarissa, are you available? She has her picture up, so we'll move on to Mr. Jacques.
I'm here.
Morin. Oh, Clarissa, you're here?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I turned my camera off for a second. My son was in here bothering me.
Oh, no problem.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great. Can you turn your camera on, or do you not have a camera available?
I did turn it on. No, I turned it on.
That's all right. We can still talk. That's okay.
Now?
We
Can you see me now?
We can't see
You
yet.
can hear me? Okay.
We can hear you. We can hear
I
you.
don't know what happened. I don't see myself, but okay.
All right, Clarissa, welcome tonight. And how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
So can you share with us how long you've been in DS Domination and what your most memorable sale has been?
So I've been in for 12 days. I haven't had like huge profits yet because I've only been in for 12 days, and I've been listing, you know, smaller items. But I've made a sale every day since the first day, except for one day. So I've had 13 sales in 12 days, and I'm feeling really good about it.
Awesome! Congratulations! That is awesome. Now, of course, your results are not guaranteed for everybody, but that is an amazing testimonial. So, had you sold on eBay before you got started?
Not on a regular basis, just like odd things here and there that I wanted to just try and sell. Just you know, clothing that my children have grown out of, and I sold a water machine once, and that's about it. But nothing like this. But once I saw the video, I knew that I could do it, and I was just really, really excited and motivated. So
awesome. So how many items would you say you've listed across the, you said 12 days you've been in?
yeah, I have, I think I have like 87 today.
Awesome. Way to go. That is excellent. So tell us.
I spoke to.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I just found out today my 100 or whatever, I couldn't find it in my back office, and I was curious. And the lady said that I have a limit of 500. Really excited about that. I'm about to like.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Much I can.
Sorry, your speaker is
Thank you.
coming in and out, but what I heard was your eBay limits have already been raised, so you are just going to be able to continue putting the pedal to the metal there and going full force, right? Ouch! I hear your son in the background. So tell us, Clarissa, what appealed to you about DS Domination? You said you saw the video, it made perfect sense, and you just got in and got started. What was it about DS Domination that really you got it?
Basically that you could just make money right away without having to push products onto people or try to get other people to join you. I'm not really big on.
Oh dear. Well,
Yeah,
we will pick back up with Clarissa when she is able to hop back on, and her story is absolutely awesome. I'm so glad she was able to join us, and I hope she will be back momentarily. But in the meantime, Denver Dave, can you come on out?
Absolutely, Jen. You know what? I'm so fired up and excited for everybody on here. I'm telling you guys, I have never seen so much success in any company I've ever been in, and I have been online for many years. I mean, it's just mind-blowing and staggering the percentage of people that come in here without recruiting, okay, that join DS Domination for $20 and their lives get changed. I mean, people, listen to me. You can get started for $20 and start making money as soon as today. Okay, so these stories are not scripted. Everybody's coming straight from the heart. These are true testimonials from people who were skeptical. And I was one of those skeptics because I've seen a lot of things. But when I heard about DS Domination, Jen, it made sense. I was on one of the first calls with Roger, and I heard what they were doing. And because I had some failures in the past online, and I was building teams, but I wasn't getting duplication and things like that, I had my reservations, but it made sense. And so I'm excited for everybody that took that chance, and said, you know what, I can do this, and anybody can. So we have success story after success story after success story, guys. So you can get started right now with DS Domination by clicking the join button below. Again, you're going to hear stories of people making a lot of money, and we're not guaranteeing any results, but we will tell you, if you follow the training, you will have success in DS Domination, okay? Now, I was listening to some statistics today, Jen, where between Amazon and eBay, there are over 200 million credit cards on file. This is why these folks are cha-chinging. People go online to buy. E-commerce is huge, okay? Somebody selling caskets? Really? I mean, I'd never thought of selling a casket, okay? But that just goes to show you the gamut of what can be done, okay? So I'm going to tell you, my most memorable product that I sold, I'm going to tell you real quick, was my first product I ever sold, which the same day I listed, I sold it. The second one was the first item I sold overseas. So I was making money. Hey, we learn how to sell and make money globally. E-commerce is global. So my first sale when I sold overseas, and then my product that I kept selling over and over and over again. So I have 3 products that really have done well for me. And I've made money anywhere from $7 profit every time it sells, and it could sell 5-10 times a day, to making a few $100s per item. And so the sky's the limit here, guys. I'll never forget when I sold a beer kegerator. It was a beer kegerator. It keeps the beer cold in a keg. And I sold it like 3 times in one day, and the profit was like $140. Okay? And the only reason I didn't keep selling it like crazy because it ran out of stock on me, and I was waiting for it to come back in stock. And when it did, cha-ching, I started selling it again. So that's hot, and that is just awesome. But I'm so glad to be your co-host today, Jen. And, you know, we love doing these hangouts every Monday, guys, just to bring you what is happening with DS Domination. 1 year into DS Domination, celebrated our 1 year anniversary in September. We have more and more success stories being created every day. So that brings me to bringing up my next person, who they call this guy the suit and tie guy. This guy is sharp, he's professional, and I'm going to tell you, his success story keeps me fired up all the time. I've seen him online in the past and saw his name, but I didn't know he was the suit and tie guy is Jacques Morris. So I've made the connection, been able to connect and be in business with him. I'm so excited to be in business with all of you. And Jacques is that very special person that's leading and building teams as well as cha-chinging on eBay like crazy. Jacques, come on out, tell us your story, man. Tell us about some of the items where you're just killing it on eBay.
All right, so first I gotta make a little correction. See, Dave, I put the blue and the orange on for Denver Dave, you know, to represent the Broncos, and he said suit and tie guy. So let me just correct it real quick. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the one and only Jacques Morris, Atlanta Zone shirt and tie guy.
Shirt and tie guy. There you
Mr.
go.
AKA marketing with a style and a smile. Cheese. That's all my own. But anyway, thanks for having me on the panel this evening. I am super excited. I mean, just to be hanging out with everybody, to hear these phenomenal life-changing stories. And my personal story, since I've been here with DS Domination, is one that, honestly, Dave, it has even amazed myself. Because when I initially found DS Domination back in December of 2013, I was only recruiting, and that was all that I was interested in. I just wanted to bring people into the program because in my mind, I was like, look, this is for them because I can recruit and I can bring people in. But what I found that happened in the past was most programs, other individuals couldn't recruit and they were not making money. So as a result, they didn't stay around for that long. So my first 27 days, I brought 101 people into DSD. I just picked up the phones, called person after person, said, hey, you got to take a look at this eBay thing. And for about the first 6 months, I didn't touch the eBay. I'm going to just be straight up. I personally didn't touch eBay. But what changed my mindset was the fact that I saw my team members making eBay sales on a regular basis. And, you know, on Facebook, they were sharing their screenshots. And I'm sitting there scratching my head, not like I have much hair, Dave. Me and you got some things in common. Now. But I was sitting there scratching my head, looking at everybody, and I'm saying, wow, if it's this easy, what am I over here? Well, why am I over here not doing it? I mean, this is money that I'm leaving on the table. Granted, I made tens of thousands of dollars very quickly on the affiliate side, but I don't know if anybody really can afford to leave money on the table. So I went through Roger's training, started getting a feel for what was going on, started making sales. But ironically enough, when I started making sales and getting real good at it, both of my eBay accounts got shut down. Now, here's what I'll say about that. If you don't go through all the training, you're going to make some mistakes. So when I went back through the training with a fine-tooth comb, I figured out exactly what I did wrong, called eBay, we got the matter resolved. And after that, I was a little discouraged. So I quite naturally went back to the affiliate side. I was like, I'm going to leave eBay alone. I don't have time for that. And then what happened was my team members kept asking me for assistance and support. So I said, case closed, I'm going to learn eBay. So I started learning it. I started implementing various strategies and techniques. Some of the things I just thought about on my own, and I just said, well, look, I'm just going to try this stuff and see what happens. I started making sale after sale after sale. My biggest item that sold, and probably most memorable item, was a little kid's water park. Now, this item sold for $1,165, and it sold to somebody that wanted it for their kid's birthday party on a Saturday morning. Now, let me tell and share with everybody the extent I personally go to for customer service, because I'm right here in Atlanta, Georgia. There was no way that this particular item was going to arrive Saturday morning for this family's birthday party. So what I did was I found the item here in Atlanta, went to the store and purchased it, and hand delivered it on the border of Georgia and Alabama for one of my customers. Now, did I have to do that? Not at all. Did it take additional time? Of course it did. But of course, in addition to that, I had nearly a $230 profit worked into it. And so even though it cost me more time, I went above and beyond for customer service and made an event for somebody else memorable. And one thing I want to share with people is that when you're selling on eBay, and granted, we're all here to make money and build a business. We're not running a nonprofit organization. We are here to make money and build a business. However, in the process of making money, you have to put the best interest of the customer first. Am I saying that everybody else needs to drive and deliver a product? No, not at all. However, I am saying that if you go beyond the norm to provide excellent customer service, you'll be rewarded in more ways than one. So what has happened to me recently, the company owner, Roger Langille, actually gave me the opportunity to come out on a DS Domination Pro training webinar and show some of the various techniques and strategies that I utilize in my business. And the feedback that I've gotten from that particular webinar training has been phenomenal. But not only that, a couple of days ago, eBay recognized me as a power seller. Now, again, this is somebody that didn't even do eBay, and I've only seriously been doing it now for about the past 2.5 months, and I'm already a power seller, which is a selling distinction on eBay where they recognize you for your customer service, your timely delivery, as well as the volume of sales that you make. And again, none of this, absolutely none of it, would not have been possible had I not made a simple $19.95 decision 10.5 months ago. So to say that I'm excited, that's an understatement. To say that I'm enthusiastic, that's an understatement. Words cannot describe how I'm feeling right now because I just recently paid off 2 weeks ago a 12-year student loan debt. 12 years I've had this student loan nagging at my wallet. All just $50 here, $50 there, and sometimes you don't think about it. It's just like, well, it's only $50. But when you pay $50 12 years, somebody else can do the math. Let me just say that student loan is gone, and DSD again has allowed me to eliminate 3 credit card debts and only have 3 more remaining. So January 2015 is the last credit card on the books, and then my unsecured debt will be eliminated, and I'm just really looking forward to helping more people, impacting more lives, sharing my story, and providing value to the industry. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the fence, or better yet, even if you're in DS Domination and you're watching this, get busy, get to work, follow the training, plug into the team, plug into these Hangouts and the various systems and tools that we have, because to me, the only reason a person has for not being successful with this program is they simply don't want to do the work. Denver Dave is Jacques Morris, Atlanta's own shirt and tie guy.
And not suit and tie, shirt and tie guy,
shirt
man.
Tie. There we go.
Did you actually deliver that package to your customer in your shirt and tie?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had to. I mean, it was just, I don't accept anything less than the best. And, this is just me, is who I am. And so, that's how I do business.
And we're so grateful to have you as part of the team, Jacques, man. You're having all-around success. And going into the holiday season, what do you see for the members of the Unit of Prosperity, our large team that we have? Over 15,000, close to 16,000 members on Unit of Prosperity. Holiday shopping season is right around the corner. Man, you already know that e-commerce and sales on eBay have increased dramatically. People are buying at the click of a mouse. People are buying at the touch of a screen with their cell phones. What do you see for the members of DS Domination going into the holiday season? Those that do what you said and actually take action by joining, getting involved, plugging in, and getting busy.
Again, as long as a person goes through the training and applies the techniques and strategies and lists the items on eBay, you're going to make sales. And so, yeah, you know, what happens is a lot of times people overthink the process, but anybody can be successful. I personally see and have seen my team members, with some of them are my personal team members, some of them are on the panel tonight. I've seen sales increasing. And people have to understand, like, this is the time of the year when individuals are going to be spending money. They're going to be spending money that they don't even want to spend because they want to make a positive impact on somebody else's life. And here's something that I tell everybody. And the bottom line is this. If you do not list the product, there's no way that you can sell it. So get out there, list the products, make your profits, and make this holiday season one in which you don't have to go in debt personally, but you can actually come out ahead in the profits.
Nice. That's what's up. Hey, man, this is exciting stuff. You know, this is pretty much the end of October. The year has gone by really, really quickly, and I love seeing so many success stories. This is just awesome, man. Congratulations to you. I know your success is even going to be bigger and bigger as we move into the end of this year, going into the new year. So what I want to do is I want to take a step back to Clarissa. She's back on. She didn't have her camera working before. She does now, and she got cut off. And she was making a statement before she got cut off. Clarissa, is there anything else you want to add to all of the success you've had in such a short time and what you see for yourself going into the holiday season and then turning the corner into 2015?
I'm just really excited. I can't even remember what I was talking about, but basically, like Jock said, and Jock is the person I signed up under, and he's been wonderful with answering all my questions and everything. But if you just watch the training, do exactly what they say, and get your listings up, you're going to make sales. And it's really, really easy, and that's it.
Hi.
And I'm just very excited.
Thank you so much, Clarissa. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you, and I know this is just scratching the surface, beginning for you. You're going to do extraordinarily well. Thank you for coming out today. So now I'm going to move along.
Thank you.
Someone who has absolutely been crushing it. She is now in a position where she was able to walk away from her nursing job. Okay, they call her Coach Lakeisha, who has been an extraordinary teammate. She has seen extraordinary success in a short time. I just love working with her. We talk just about every single day, and I'm telling you, she's not just a leader, but she is an example, guys. It's easy. You start for 20 bucks, as she'll tell you. You click that join button, you start for 20 bucks, and you are off to the races doing what all of these folks are doing, everyday ordinary people who went ahead, got signed up for $20. And now their lives have changed. Coach Lakeisha, come on out and tell these folks what you've been selling on eBay and how easy it is to get started at the click of a button.
All right. Thank you, Dave. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I just want to say that I'm happy to be here again on the panel. It's always a pleasure for me to be here, and I get so excited and motivated when I hear these success stories. I mean, especially from new people. Because I look back at last year, this time, I started a year and 5 days ago, and I didn't get started right away. I just kind of sat on it and I found out that 2 of my team members were having success, so that's when I decided to go ahead and list some items. So my most memorable listing, I think, well, my most memorable sale, I won't say listing, my most memorable sale was I sold oh gosh, what is it? It was like a bathroom counter. It was a double sink bathroom counter. I can't think what you call it, but it's a big piece of, heavy piece of furniture for someone who was building a house. And I made over $600 profit on that. So that was why it was my most memorable item, because of the profit.
Wow. That's
in addition to, thank you. In addition to that, at that point, I was actually at my mom's house, and when she came home, I was jumping up and down with my phone in my hand, trying, you know, I told her I just made $600, you know, because she like, you know what, I'm not going to follow you with another business, you know, because I'm the queen of starting businesses, you know, and always doing something outside of my nursing job, you know. So she had just decided that she was just going to sit this one out. But when I showed her my balance in PayPal and she saw the $1,200 and whatever dollars right there in my account, she decided that she was going to join me. So that is another thing that made it memorable as well. And just like Alicia, I have caskets, you know, listed online. Ever since I don't even know what made me think about the caskets, but I went to Walmart and I saw caskets. I mean, not in Walmart, but I went to Walmart.com and I'm like, wait a minute, if Walmart.com could sell a casket, I know I could sell a casket, you know. So far, Alicia, I'm behind you. I got 6 caskets listed that I've had listed for about 3 months now. And I haven't sold, maybe 3 or 4 months, haven't sold any just yet. But I just wanted to say, from the training, and I know Jen was asking, you know, what would be a tip that you would give? If I could give a tip to anybody that's already inside of DS Domination and newcomers, plug into the system. I'm a registered nurse, was able to walk away from my full-time nursing job. After 20 years, I was able to walk away from this job in June. And, you know, the thing about it, I still have nursing license to maintain. So although I don't want to work as a nurse full-time, I still want to maintain my licensure. So tomorrow I have a class in relations to my nursing career. Okay, so I'm saying that to say this, that no matter how comfortable you get, no matter how well versed you get, or no matter what experience you obtain, you still have to stay plugged in. You still need to stay on the training. And that leads me to Mr. Shirt and Tie Guy, who did the training on last Wednesday. I happened to have missed the training, but I went back and listened to it 3 nights ago. And when I tell you that that thing set me on fire, I had 189 items listed. So I haven't listed anymore because I was trying to go back and implement some of the ninja secrets that he shared, you know. And here he is, have came up from the rear and shared these secrets with us. So I'm just telling you, whenever you join, when you click that link tonight to join, learn what you need to learn, and stay plugged in. The system is set up for you to get off to an easy start. You heard the testimony where somebody made a sale within 24 hours, and she made more sales than the days that she's been a part of the team. I mean, is that not phenomenal? But so one last thing that I want to share, Dave, since we were preparing for this call tonight at 6:41, which would have been 7:41, I got an eBay offer. And with implementing what Jock said in the training, I replied back to the customer, and within 5 minutes, they gave me the price that I asked for. Okay, that's because of the shirt and tie guy. So I'm so excited. Yesterday, I got one sale. He said, well, I'm going to show you one thing. If you hang on to the end of this training, I'm going to share with you one thing that will help you get at least one sale per day. And the reason I'm so excited about these sales is these are items that I've had listed for months that have never sold. So by me implementing one thing that Jock shared with us and then replying to his offer, I got an instant sale. So I'm not going to tell you what the secret was. You got to go and watch the training. And so if you haven't joined yet, once you join, you can go and watch the training. Okay? So I'm just flat out excited about it. This is my second sale today, Jock. So I'm flat out excited about that. And also, I use the Genesis product. So I made about 11 sales on Amazon as well, implementing Genesis. So, Jock, come on up with the Amazon training next.
You see how awesome it is to be part of this team? If you are not a part of DS Domination, if you are not connected to these kind of people. You guys are so awesome to work with. I'm telling you, I've been in business a long time, and I've never seen the kind of teamwork that goes on in the unit of prosperity here, guys. You guys have the true entrepreneurial spirit. Business is a team sport. And right now, I'm telling you, you want to be part of what we're doing. So click that join button right now. Get started for 20 bucks. There is another button there that says info. Look, the info you need is inside of DS Domination. You click that, join for the $20, and you're going to see what all the excitement is truly about here. So here's what I'm going to do right now. Jen, I'm going to turn it back over to you to interview the last two people who have these awesome stories to tell. But first, let's hear your story. What is the most memorable item you've sold, and how are you feeling about this wonderful team we're on and the new year turning up for us in 2015 with all this excitement going on? What's going on in your world?
Hey, Dave, thanks. You know, it's been life-changing for me to be in DS Domination and in the unit of prosperity specifically, because before DSD I had been struggling. I did a video about if your bank account was an animal, what animal would it be? And before I joined DSD, my bank account was a wailing, moaning, dying animal. But November 6th last year is when I joined, and within 24 hours I had my first eBay sale, and that told me it was something different. You know, I had watched for weeks my sponsor posting picture after picture, proof after proof of people making money. Now, it wasn't $3,000, it wasn't $600 every time your phone cha-chings, right? But every little bit adds up, and it adds up quickly. And so by the end of last year, I had completely started turning around my business situation, and it was all because of DS Domination. So what's the weirdest or the most profitable thing, the most memorable thing that I've sold on eBay since I've been a member, I think was when I had my most profitable sale, besides my first sale, which is absolutely very memorable. My most profitable sale was a nursery furniture set, and I made $363 on it. And, you know, obviously everyone's results will vary, but that $363 on one item, I was pretty excited about that. So what I like to tell my team members is it's not about finding that one hot item, or it's not about making that one super profitable sale. It's about getting the money moving, and that's what we teach you how to do with the training. You'll have access to Jacques' special training from last week when you click the button and join, and so we teach you to get the money moving and start racking up the profits. Even if they're as small as $5 or $10, guess what? That one listing you put up, when it sells over and over again, then it's making you a lot more money, and you don't do any extra work for it. So there's so much potential here. You can sell all sorts of things. I mean, I've sold yard stuff, I've sold baby stuff, I've sold all sorts of things. You know, Bruce is selling little boxes of sand. So you never know what's going to sell. The cake topper for $100 profit. I mean, people are buying all the time. There's always a reason people are buying. And so, you know, I encourage, if you're watching right now and you have not yet joined, it's time to click the button and get started. And you're going to be able to be a part of this incredible team with all the support you could ever dream of. All sorts of people winning. You know, people come in, they've never sold on eBay. We have experienced sellers who have joined because they saw the value in the program. They were selling before outside on eBay, and they joined our team to become a part of the community and get the training from Roger, who was pushing millions of dollars of volume through his living room. So, you know, when you sign up, don't think that you're going to have to be going to the post office every day. That's not what we do. We do not pack and ship things with the pro level training. That's not what you're doing. You're just finding it, you're selling it on eBay, you're buying it off Amazon and having it shipped directly to the customer. So that's my story, Dave. And
that is an awesome story, Jen. And you mentioned Roger, everybody who keeps hearing Roger. Well, Roger is the CEO of DS Domination. And Roger did $2.1 million in sales on eBay last year, okay? He is a eBay titanium power seller, and he can train you to make unlimited income on here. You know, we gave you the income disclosure because, you know what, your results may vary depending on your work ethic. The bottom line here with DS Domination is the more items you list, the more money you're going to make, okay? And I think it's just so awesome, Jen. I actually got a chance to meet you in June at the event in Vegas, and you know, you kind of like just had this immediate success, and it was just so encouraging when you see that it's not just the strong recruiters, it's not just the people that, you know, are top business professionals. These guys, these are ordinary people who, like she said, her bank account was, you know, a lot less than what it is today, and she discovered something that changed her financial life. Jen, I'm so happy for you, and I just think that this close of this year is going to be extra special, and I'm just ready to turn the corner into the new year and really, really see more people come aboard to have the same kind of success. Back to you.
absolutely. Thanks, Dave. All right, well, we will finish up here. And Tanya, do you want to come on out and share your story?
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great, great. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? I'm so excited. This is my first Google Hangout, so just bear with me. I wasn't going to tell my whole story because I was a little embarrassed by the choices that I had made, but I just figured I might as well just go ahead and be truthful. Okay, so back in October of 2013, I signed up with DSD, and I made a sale. I sold a snooze machine. It was like a sleep machine, and but I just, you know, it just was this, that, and I just didn't get it, and I quit. Yep, I quit, and but I kept a few of the friends on my Facebook. And I would see the success, and I would see the success, but I was like, well, you know, it's just not for me. Well, one day in, September, whenever Labor Day is, I seen a lady that I've been following for a while. Her name is Kenya Alu. And she said that her husband and her, they paid off a $21,000 debt. And I told my fiance, I said, you know what, we have got to sign back up. And it just so happened it was you guys' birthday, the DSD birthday. So it kind of stung really, really bad because I had gotten like to pretty much the lowest part of my life, to be honest with you, just the lowest part. But I was always still in a good mood and happy every day, but it still kind of hurt. You know, I just felt failure. Well, Labor Day weekend, around 10:30 at night, we were doing some research, and my fiance found Mr. Jock Morris's phone number. And remember, this is a holiday weekend around 10:30, but we wanted to just talk to somebody. We just wanted to just talk to somebody. And he picked the phone up, and he explained to us what was going on. We didn't have the money then, but we told him that next following Tuesday, because I believe it was a Friday or whenever that, but we told him in a couple of days, and we did it. We signed up, and he's been there every step of the way. We made our second sale the first day, ka-ching, and then we just was making sale after sale. And one time we made 3 sales in one day, and it just ka-ching, ka-ching, and it's just been such a motivating experience. Not so much as the money, because you know the profits have been haven't been great, but it's the family, the to be able to welcome people aboard on the Facebook pages, and the prayer that they have in the morning, and just being able to connect with people who we've all been through, networking marketing this and network marketing that, and the fact that you don't have to recruit is such a relief. It seems like it's easier to recruit when you don't have to recruit. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and I love DSD so much, and I already know that in a year or two that I'll be able to tell this, because I never wanted to tell anybody that I started a year ago and didn't keep up with it, because it's embarrassing. But you know what? You just have to be able to, respect the decisions you make and clean it up and keep it moving.
Awesome, absolutely. So, Tanya, welcome back, and we are glad to have you here. That, it's okay. It's okay. Everyone is going through different things at different times in life, and so the cool thing is that you recognize you had success here at one point, and you can have success here again. So we're glad to have you back. And it sounds like the snooze machine was a hit, but I'm sure you'll have even more exciting sales as the holidays are coming up here. And so thank you so much for sharing your story with us tonight. You did an awesome job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome, Tanya. All right, well, we're going to move on to Rachel here.
Hey, Jen. Hello, David, and the rest of the panel. It's always an honor to hang out with you all. Shirt and tie guy, my inspiration over there, I tell you. Just a little bit about my story. I started back in DS Domination back in October of last year. Didn't do very much with it. Jumped in with my son. My son actually started before me. He got a sale, inspired me to go and list an item. I mean, I had tried eBay back in 2005, had some success, but because I did not like the idea of going to the post office and shipping out things, I kind of let eBay go. And then when DS Domination came along, I looked in the back office, saw the training, and I was sold just for the fact that I didn't have to go to the post office. I'm like, oh, eBay works. I already know it works. But I did not like the idea of going to the post office. And then, on top of that, having to figure out where am I going to ship these items. I just created a video today, and basically I was saying, back when I was doing that, after I ran out of all the stuff in my house to sell, it was like, where am I going to get these items to sell on eBay? And so I was looking at the drop shipping, and everything I looked at, you had to buy in bulk. You had to buy, $1,000 this, $2,000 this. And as a result, it's like, I don't have $1,000. I don't have $2,000 to go out and invest this in stock and, again, bring it back to my house or drop ship it. But still, and it was complicated. DS Domination, what it did was it made everything, it took all the complications out. Now I don't have to go and drop ship, an item here, an item there. I don't have to pay that much for a program. It's $20 to get started. Roger teaches us how to go over to Amazon and find an item, come over to eBay, and we put the item up on eBay and we sell it. I mean, it's so simple, right? And my most memorable item is what do you want to call that thing? It's a blanket. I mean, I put it up, right? I mean, I followed training. I was like, oh, I'll put this up. And that blanket sold like crazy last year. And if you all, I mean, you've probably never seen it, but I actually created a dance. It was a ching dance, right? I used to dance over my family thought that I was losing my mind, but I mean, I was, it was just so much fun. And those of you that are listening know and who experienced it, that cha-ching sound, it just does something to you. It takes you out of your element and you begin to act like a person that you don't even realize who you're acting like. But that blanket carried me through the entire winter. I think I sold like maybe 4 or 5 blankets a day for the entire winter months. So that was my most memorable experience, Jen. And DS Domination has changed my life. You know, when I think back to how long I've been out here trying to make money, trying to figure things out, and all the skills I needed, you know, DS Domination took away all the complications. I don't, you know, if I don't want to recruit, I don't have to. You know, if I want to recruit, I can. I can be whoever I want to be in that season of my life. And I've had seasons where, you know, I just want to recruit. And there are other seasons that, you know, I want to go over to eBay and I want to make some money. You know, there's another season where I want to go over to Amazon and make some money. And right now I'm in the season where I'm taking all bars. Oh, I don't know how they say it, but I'm taking everything. I am, you know, what I'm putting up on Amazon, I am now listing on eBay. I've decided that, you know, if I find something that's selling over here, why not sell it over here? So definitely, DS Domination has been a life changer for not just me, but my team. There's so many success stories. You only hear like 10 success stories here. There are so many more that you have yet to hear. And you know, the best part of all this, I mean, you know, money is okay. It's okay. But what really, really matters is the community that we get here, the family that we get here. I've not seen this anywhere that I've gone online. I mean, we literally are like family. You know, I look at each one of you on this panel, it's my family. I look at those who are in the UOP, it's my family. Where else can you go and get that? And really, really know that it's genuine. I'm sorry, Jen. You know me, I'll get on a roll, so I'm going to back up and move out the way so you can finish your interview.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Your story is an inspiration to me and many other people. I mean, we don't use the word life-changing lightly. And like you said, it's not just us here on the panel who are sharing our stories, but there are thousands of people who have similar stories. So thank you so much for coming out and sharing your story, and I wish you all the continued success. And you know, it's just going to be a great holiday season, I know, and really exciting for you and your family. And so thank you for sharing with us tonight, Rachel.
Thank you, Jen. Appreciate you.
All right, I'm going to turn it back over to David, and David will interview our last very special guest and close us out for the evening.
I am just almost like shocked at, you know, the fact that it was Rachel this whole time that was selling those blankets when I was selling them, okay? And I was wondering why I was killing it, selling them, and they went out of stock on me. Rachel, that was you. Hey, I was killing it last winter with electric blankets. Weren't they selling like crazy? That's so
you know, we have to share the wealth, right, David?
That's awesome. More than happy to share it. Like you heard, guys, this is like a family. What we have here is like a family, and the bar has been set so high by the Unit of Prosperity. I know teams out there. I've seen teams out there. There's nothing like what we have here with the support we give each other, the tools and resources we have as a part of the Unit of Prosperity, our marketing system. This very hangout right here is just a smidgen of one of the tools that we have to share what we have with DS Domination. This hangout you see right here where you can click that join button to get started is part of the unique tools that we have here in the Unit of Prosperity. Just such a wonderful community and family, and the support we get. You cannot fail if you come aboard and team up with the right team. You're on the winning team, just like Jacques, the shirt and tie guy, said, Broncos, baby. So you got to be on the winning team, man, orange and blue, okay? Now, here's what I'm going to do to close this thing out, guys. We got a very special guest on here, okay? We have members in DS Domination everywhere from teens that are helping their parents, getting involved, and we have people who are, you know, elderly, you know, very seasoned people who've been around for a long time. I think we have a team member in their 80s right now making money on eBay. So anybody can do this, guys, whether you have a technical background or not. You're going to get the training you need to be successful. An example of a young person today that is only 17 years old, okay? Just about everybody on this panel is old enough to be his parent, okay? He has been killing it on eBay. He has the entrepreneurial courage to step out there and to actually get involved and learn from the $2.1 million man, Roger, who did $2.1 million in sales last year on eBay. This gentleman is a student of Roger, and he's killing it on eBay. I want him to come out and tell us his story real briefly, real quick, and tell us the most memorable item that you have sold on eBay thus far. Let's hear from you, Henry, 17-year-old teeny bopper. Henry, can you hear me? Henry's 17. He should be tech savvy. Come on, Henry. Your generation grew up with computers. Okay, he just fell off, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end with that, guys. I couldn't be more excited for everybody in DS Domination. I love Tanya's story, especially tonight. It's the one that's kind of sticking with me because she said she quit DS Domination, or she put it on the back burner. Guys, this is the clearest path to wealth any of us have ever seen. $20 to get started. You click that join button, okay? The $20 you spend is going to open up the door for you to learn from somebody who knows how to do this as an expert, okay? And then we have the support of the entire community, all the tools and resources. Guys, this is your chance, your opportunity right before the holiday season to get plugged in, to get started, and finish out 2014 with a big, big bang. Turn the corner into 2015, a part of the greatest team ever to come along in online business. This is Denver Dave signing off. I want to thank all of you for being online with us tonight as our panel. Jen, I want to thank you as being my host, co-host today. It's been wonderful. Thank you for hanging out with the Unit of Prosperity. We will see you on the inside of the Unit of Prosperity as well as the inside of DS Domination. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. For more information, go to the About tab and visit my website. You'll see it right there in the description. It's partnerwithyvonne.com. Again, www.partnerwithyvonne.com.